The last presenter of the first session is Ms. Minori Maria Kawaguchi. Ms. Kawaguchi's presentation is entitled, Are SDGs realistic or idealistic?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kawaguchi Minori, and I'm truly honored to be here today, and I'm very excited to talk to you about the SDGs. So let's get started. What's there not to like about the SDGs, right? They advocate towards ending poverty and hunger while promising quality education and good health for all. But today, I would like to talk about how realistic these goals really are and what can we do to potentially achieve them. In this presentation, I'll discuss a few facts from the 2022 SDGs report, reflections about those findings, what do we do about it, and some final thoughts. So, what's the reality? Let's look at the 2022 SDGs report. Number 1, rising inflation and the impact of the war in Ukraine has increased the number of people living in extreme poverty from 581 million to 667 million in 2022. Number 2, global greenhouse gas emission will have increased by nearly 14% by 2030 under current climate action. Number 3, the war in Ukraine has caused food, fuel, and fertilizer prices to skyrocket and thus postpone the global economic recovery. Number 4, more than 4 years of progress against poverty has been erased by COVID-19. Number 5, women's share in national parliament has only risen by 3.8% since 2015, and it would take another 40 years for women to be represented equally in national political leadership positions. And number 6, energy-related CO2 emission increased by 6% in 2021, reaching the highest level ever. What did we find out? The world was already making slow progress towards the SDGs, and now the pandemic has made achieving these goals by 2030 even more unattainable than before. SDGs are just a blueprint for the world we want to have. And if we ever want to achieve these goals, they need to be more prioritized. But this does not mean that we should give up and just sit back and not do anything. You know, my father, he's also not particularly optimistic about the future of this planet. He's rather pessimistic about all this air pollution and plastic pollution and all these irresponsible people that he sees. But he still tries his best to be as environmentally friendly as he can, simply because he wants to preserve this planet for as long as possible for the future generations. He even set up a recycling system at my church. At home, he also tries to recycle everything that he can. And we even have a compost. You know, it's these little things that matter. And if we work together, we can make an impact. This leads me to my next point. How can we contribute to the SDGs? Well, first, we need to make sure our own needs are met first before we can focus on helping those around us. And second, one of the biggest environmental problems right now is greenhouse gas emission. And according to an article published by the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the largest source of greenhouse gas emissions from human activities is from burning fossil fuels for electricity, heat, and transport. What can we do to hold these industries and companies that contribute to greenhouse gas emissions accountable for their damage? Well, if you know that there is a company that has a bad impact on people or the environment, then speak out. We need to apply public pressure to help hold the company accountable and potentially stop the wrongdoing. We need to raise community awareness and work together. But what can we do to help in our everyday life? Well, you can use more renewable energy, maximize the energy efficiency, drive less, you can use public transport, walk, or cycle. Avoid air travel, buy local foods, think green. We need to work with each other and take personal responsibility for our impact on this planet. Final thoughts. Consume more responsibly and reasonably. Try to improve your own local life conditions and the environment around you. And last but not least, take action today. The work is not going to take care of itself. If we want to change our future, we need to start acting now. We owe it to our future generations to take care of our planet and leave a better world. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Ms. Kawaguchi. We will wait a few moments until the judges are ready.